Hello everyone. Uh, okay, so today's webinar we will be discussing about digital marketing and the possible impact it can have on your career. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Thank you. Okay, we'll begin then. So before we start, I would want to know what really interested you all in this webinar and also what are you expecting from this webinar. All right, please do type in your comments in the chat box. We'll know. And also, I will request that we take up the questions at the end of the session so that we can compile all together. So, we'll begin. So, really, before starting, I will want you all to know what's really in store for you for today's webinar. So, there are certain topics that we'll look my, uh, into. We are going to see what is digital marketing and how is digital marketing useful. We're also going to see the different types of digital marketing. We're going to see what are some of the popular skills for digital marketing specialists. We're going to have some salary insights into various digital marketing job roles. And finally, we are going to see why take up digital marketing as a career. All right. So, what exactly is digital marketing? And digital marketing is nothing but it's an act of promoting your products or services with the help of certain devices or technology. Okay, and the technology and devices can be very much diverse. For example, we can use digital marketing in places like search engines. Search engines are nothing but like Google, your Bing search engine, Yahoo search engine. We can apply digital marketing also on websites, your business website, or any of the website that you want to promote your products or services. Then the most widely talked about is social media and also most widely used. Your social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. These are some of the social media platforms wherein you can use digital marketing. Then you can also apply digital marketing on mobile, and we can also apply digital marketing for emails. So emails is one of the oldest forms of marketing, but also quite useful. Here again, we can apply digital marketing. So these are some of the areas wherein digital marketing can be applied. Now, also we'll take a brief in each one of these things, wherein we can see how we can use digital marketing. Okay. Now, before we begin and see each of these things, let me tell you how digital marketing can be useful to us. So, digital marketing can be useful to us in many ways. Okay. Digital marketing provides different metrics to help how well your campaign is doing. This is one of the most important feature in digital marketing. For example, I'll give you an example. Suppose you all have a store that you all want to promote. It's opening shortly, and you want to run a campaign wherein you need some kind of awareness for your store. So you decide to run a campaign. So in this case, digital marketing can provide you metrics wherein you can measure how your campaign is performing. This is one of the most crucial factors because unless and until you don't know how your campaign is performing, you won't know what steps to take ahead. So digital marketing basically provides that, wherein you can determine how well your campaign is performing. Also, one more important feature of digital marketing is that it is cost effective. Compared to your all forms of traditional marketing, digital marketing is cost effective. Cost effective in sense, suppose you want to run an ad on some newspaper. So compared to digital marketing, your traditional forms of marketing will be quite expensive, but digital marketing has a more cost-effective measure of running your campaigns. So this is one of the good reasons why you should incorporate digital marketing. One more thing about digital marketing is that it enables targeting users based on the actions and preferences. So the scope is very wide here. Suppose you want to target a particular age group of the segment, or suppose you want to target your audience based on a certain job role itself. You can pretty much do that in digital marketing. So this is based on your user preference and behaviors. So that's one more good advantage of using digital marketing. We'll get into more details into the wherein we'll know how this targeting can help us and target the right kind of audience to get the maximum profit out of the digital marketing campaigns that you run. Also, digital marketing can help build awareness and reputation of your business. Suppose you are new into business and you want people to know about your business. Digital marketing is a great platform wherein you can have such awareness, and it can also help in the reputation of your business. All right. And the most important one is digital marketing platform allows you to be very interactive with your audience. Okay. So you can directly talk to your audience, be it in the form of comments, messages. You know the user behavior of your audience, and that can help you a big deal. All right. So these are some of the most important features of digital marketing and the possible reasons why you can use digital marketing. Now, let us see what are the different types of digital marketing. Okay, so we have something called as search engine optimization. This is one of the type of digital marketing. Search engine optimization is also referred to as SEO. Okay, we'll get into brief of each of this type. So don't worry about it now. We'll see what each of it actually means. So here I'll just brief you all what are the different types of digital marketing that you can use. Okay, then also we have search engine marketing. We have something called as social media marketing, email marketing, and then we have content marketing. Now we'll see what each one of this means. So SEO, also referred to as search engine optimization, is a practice of increasing organic traffic on your search engine results page. Okay, so there are actually two forms of marketing. SEO is the form of marketing wherein we organically direct traffic towards our website. Okay, and here again in SEO itself, there are two types of SEO that we can possibly do. We have something called as on-page SEO. I will explain you all what is on-page SEO, and the second one that we have, what is off-page SEO. So basically, on-page SEO is doing directly doing changes on your website itself. For example, changing the source code of your HTML file directly from the website itself. That is on-page SEO. Okay, on-page SEO also refers to making changes in your header tags, your title tags, your descriptions, even the keyword usage that you have. So these are some of the ways wherein you can do on-page SEO. So it directly refers to your website. And second, we have off-page SEO. Off-page SEO, what it really means is having referral links to your website. You don't do stuff directly on your website as far as off-page SEO is concerned. You have referral links. For example, suppose you have a business running, you have an online store, all right, and one of the user purchases your products and he's happy with your service. All right. So there's a question asked on Quora, suppose, which are some of the best stores? And one of the users who's happy with your service references your sites and gives a link saying that this particular store has worked well for me. So why don't you also try this store? So that is an example of off-page SEO when you get a referral link from someone else. And it's always good to have referral links from a valid website that can help you in ranking your website better. So it's like having a backlink for your website. Also, off-page SEO you can do by having forum posting. Forum posting basically includes platforms like Quora. It can also include other platforms like blog commenting. You can collaborate with bloggers. So this will help you to build links for your website. All right. So these are some of the ways wherein you can do SEO. Again, there are two types: on-page and off-page. On-page refers to doing direct changes to your website itself, making changes to your HTML source code of the website, and making changes to the title tag, the meta description of your website. All right, and off-page here again is a link building strategy basically, wherein some other website refers to your website. You directly don't do things for your website, but someone else refers for your website. So this is one of the big advantage of SEO, wherein if you have more backlinks, it will help you rank higher. And if you're getting backlinks from a valid website, then it's all the more great for you. See, here's an example that I'm showing you. Basically, many people find it difficult what exactly is organic and paid, and most of them can't really make out what the difference is. So I have just given you an example wherein you can know what is paid form of marketing and organic form of marketing. So I marked arrows there. So your paid ads will be something like this, how it is shown in the screenshot, wherein you'll have an ad extension on top. So you know the difference between the organic result and your paid results. So organic results, you don't have to pay anything to come up on the search engine's result page. Whereas paid, you will have to pay a certain amount, and every time a person clicks on your ad, you will be charged certain amount for the amount of time your ad is being clicked. Okay, so just see a difference of what exactly is organic and paid form of marketing. Okay. So next we have search engine marketing. Okay, now search engine marketing sometimes is also referred to as PPC or pay per click. Why so? Because you have to pay a certain amount every time a person clicks on your ad, and a certain amount is deducted every time a person clicks on your ad. That's why it's also called as pay per click. So every time a person clicks, you need to spend a little bit of money. And basically this form of marketing is used to direct traffic towards your website, and you have to pay a nominal fee for that, and you only lose your money when someone clicks on your advertisement. All right, so that is the condition. And there can be different forms of advertisements, like you can have text ads, you can have image ads, you can also have video ads. And the possible channels that search engine marketing can be used are Google ads, Bing ads, AdRoll. One of the most popular ones are Google ads. They're also referred to as AdWords. So search engine marketing can be used for that, and commonly also referred to as pay-per-click form of marketing also. Fine. So here again, I'm showing you an example of the possible ads that we have. Okay. So now these are different SEM ads that you can have. Here I've shown you examples of display advertisement. This particular thing is a display advertisement wherein you can have an image, and people can see that image and click on your image and can be directed towards your website. You also have something called as text ads, wherein you can have your ads in the form of text. And then you also have video ads and app installs. You must have seen whenever you all browse on YouTube and all, these ads appear. So these are some of the forms of video ads that we have. Okay, now these are the various types of ads that we can possibly have in search engine marketing. Okay. Next, we have social media marketing. Now, I'm sure this is a very common thing and many of you all must have already used it. So it refers to your various social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and there are so many more. Okay, and social media is a form of marketing that involves creating content for different social media platforms, basically to increase your website traffic, user engagement, brand awareness, and your other forms of marketing goals as well. Okay, and you can also share your content in the form of images, videos. You can have contents wherein users can possibly interact with you, and you get to know your audience as well. This will help you in a great deal of user engagement. So these are some of the ways wherein you can share your content in social media marketing. Next, we have email marketing. Okay, email marketing is one of the oldest ways of marketing and also a very effective one. Why effective is because you can send out personalized emails to targeted audience, and you can measure also the performance of your campaigns. You can have campaigns, email marketing campaigns, and you can have a specific mailer list wherein you can send a personalized email to everyone who are there in the mailer list, and see how well your campaign is performing. And some of the popular email marketing tools are MailChimp, HubSpot, eWeber, and Marketo. Now, MailChimp is quite commonly used. MailChimp, you can have a trial period also for MailChimp, wherein you can send about 2,000 emails at one go. I mean, you can send 2,000 emails for MailChimp if it is a trial one. Plus, there are premium versions also of MailChimp. So this is one of the best email marketing platforms that you can use. They have ready-made templates also in MailChimp. Plus, you can have a customized template also based on your needs. So if you all want a very effective email marketing campaign, then you all can definitely use MailChimp. It's one of the best we have. Besides MailChimp, there are others as well, platforms like HubSpot, eVipa, Marketo, and they are some of the best email marketing platforms. So here I've shown you an example of a mailer. So here, this is a mailer for Godiva chocolates. They have developed a nice mailer wherein you have a CTA. CTA for this can be redirected towards your website, and people who are interested in your products can buy your stuff. You also give some information about your products, and it's a very good mailer, and I'm sure you must have be getting promotional mails wherein such mailers are sent. So this is a great way of marketing your products through email marketing. And one good advantage about email marketing is that you can send personalized emails, so the chances of conversion are also quite high because they're personalized emails. And yeah, that is about email marketing. Next, we have content marketing. Okay. Now, this form of marketing basically involves simulating interest in a brand's products or services by creating and sharing online material. Okay, you can create interest in your audience by sharing some very good content wherein people feel interested in your products, and this can be in the form of blogs, videos, ebooks, or case studies. Blogs are very common nowadays, and you can. It's a great way of having your content marketing done. Vlogging is also a very good example of content marketing, wherein you have content as well as videos. So it's a very good way of marketing your content. Then ebooks, we sure we get downloads of ebooks. That is also a great way of marketing your content. And if you want to create interest in your audience, you can always give a free download for your ebooks wherein people feel interested in your products. These are some of the strategies that you can use in promoting your content. And also case studies. Case studies is very important because this is based on real life examples, and there's so much to analyze from such case studies, the problems that needs to be solved. So it's a very good way of promoting your content. So basically these are some of the different ways wherein you can market your content. And very important thing about content marketing is that you should have really good content, original content, and it shouldn't be copied from anywhere. Good original content will always give you a higher response of converting, and your audience will also be interested if you have original content to share. And of course, you can combine it with images, videos, so that it becomes more interesting. So here again, we will see what are the popular skills for digital marketing specialists. So search engine optimization is one of the most popular skills we have. And also there's a salary inside. So an average digital marketer can earn about 3 to 4 lakhs per annum. This also depends upon your experience, the city where you're working, and also how good you are at your skills. And then we also have second most popular one is social media marketing. Social media marketing is very much used nowadays. If you want followers, if you want to market your products, brands, social media marketing is a great way to do it. And there's a very good career opportunity also for this field. You can become a social media specialist, wherein you can market different kinds of campaigns based on different interest levels. Then we have digital marketing. Digital marketing here, as in you can become a full 360-degree digital marketer, meaning you have to do all of the things in digital marketing. For example, you can do SEO, social media marketing. You can also do search engine marketing. There's analytics also you can do. So it's a full-fledged 360-degree types of digital marketing that you have. It's not pertaining to a specific field only. Much like it's a combination of different skill sets that you can possibly have in digital marketing. So that is also a very a good career option if at all you are considering career in digital marketing. Then we have search engine marketing. Here again, you can become a PPC specialist, as I've rightly told before, that SEM is also referred to as PPC, pay-per-click form of marketing, wherein you just run paid campaigns for your clients or any promotions that you have. You can always analyze the campaigns and see how your products are getting promoted. So again, you can take up a career only specifically as a search engine marketing specialist. Then you can come into analytics as well. That is also a very good career option if at all you are considering, wherein you'll have to just analyze the campaigns that are there and come out with measures. Yes, so these are some of the popular skill sets. This includes this, but there can be more career options also, but these are some of the most popular skill sets that you can possibly have in digital marketing. And that's also the popularity. So we can see that search engine optimization is one of the most popular skill sets, followed by social media marketing, digital marketing, search engine marketing, and Google Analytics. So one good advantage of this thing is that you can take up career based on your interest. So if at all you'll have interest in search engine optimization, you can specifically do search engine optimization only, wherein your only job will be to optimize your website. Or if you'll have interest in social media marketing, you can specifically just plan out social media campaigns and analyze the different social media campaigns that you have. Digital marketing, as I've said, it's a full 360-degree marketing form of marketing, wherein all of the skill sets are used. And then we have search engine marketing again as specifically a PPC specialist, wherein you just have to run paid campaigns for your clients. Okay, it does not involve any form of organic form of marketing, but just carrying out paid form of marketing. And again, just an analyst specialist also. So yes, these are some of the popular skills that you can use in digital marketing. Now, the most important one of all is why take up digital marketing as a career? Okay. Now, this field is a lot in demand, and also according to marketing hiring trends, digital marketing professional outstrips supply with 44% of companies to hire more marketers. So obviously you can see that the demand is more and the supply is not being met. That means digital marketing jobs are very much in demand, and marketers want digital marketers to promote their brands and products and services. So this is an in-demand profession, and that's one of the reasons why you can take up digital marketing as a career. Okay, and also take advantage of this fact. The job opportunities are really good because it's in demand. Okay, and that's one of the key points. Second is the versatile nature of digital marketing. Okay, now this particular field, you can't be having just a particular segment only can't have come into this digital marketing field. Anyone can possibly use this field. Okay, so even if you are working from home, you can use digital marketing. Business people can use digital marketing to promote their brands and products. Even students, freshers for that matter, who want to seek out jobs can very well incorporate digital marketing as a career option for them. So it's not limited to a particular segment. It's a very diverse field, and mostly anyone can benefit out of it. You can use the skills that you have acquired from digital marketing to become an entrepreneur, to run your own business or promote your own brands, products, and services. Then you can also use digital marketing to promote your skills or accomplishments and monetize. So this is one of the great advantage of why take up digital marketing as a career. Then next we have benefit from a more career choice. So the scope is quite vast in digital marketing, and you need to take advantage of this. as we have rightly said, there are ample number of skills that are available in digital marketing. There is SEO, there is SEM, there's Google Analytics. You can also become a full 360-degree digital marketer. So there's no limit to as such what you can do in digital marketing, and you can always take up something what interests you, whichever skill sets you like. You can develop your interest in that and become a specialist in that. And we have also seen that there are job profiles specifically for a particular skill set only. So you can take advantage of this particular thing, that based on your interest level, you can take up the profession and see accordingly what works best for you. So that's one of the most good advantage of digital marketing. And last thing is that you can be very creative in this field, and there's always room for experimentations. What I mean by this is, suppose if you are running a email marketing campaign, okay, and you are about to open a new store, and you want to send out mailers to your mailing list, wherein you tell them about your products and services. All right, and you send a mailer with one particular subject line, okay, and you seem to find out that your campaign isn't doing that great. So you think of deciding of trying out with a different subject line, and later on with a different subject line, you come to know that you get a better response rate, and the click-through rate is also good. So you kind of benefit from the different subject line that you've used. So like this in digital marketing, you can always try out new skills and new ideas. It's a very creative field wherein you can, come out with ideas of marketing your products in a different way, in a better way, and see what works best for you. Okay, you can conduct A/B test. The example that I've given you is of the subject line. That is also one form of A/B test, wherein you test two different subject lines and see what's working best for you. Okay, and you can see of improving customer experience and engaging your audience. Again, you can interact a lot with this. So yeah, these are some of the reasons wherein, to consider why take up digital marketing as a career. All right. So yeah, just want to know if you'll have any questions.
Are there any questions regarding anything? Maybe it's SEO, maybe it's career related. Please drop them in the chat section, or you could turn on your mic and then speak in the mic. Wait for some questions. Tanya Petra asks, any suggestions on how to start off in this field?
Yes, hi Tanya. Yes, what you can do is you can join some course if you want to start up and develop your skills first, because in this industry you need to have skills, and the better skills you have, you always stand a higher chance. So you can do some courses online, or maybe take up a course. Yeah, there are also a lot of options for freelancing also, and there are many websites wherein you can do digital marketing. For example, websites like Upwork and all, they do support digital marketing a lot. So yes, you can do freelancing also, and basically you can also try to join some courses first, develop your skills, and yeah, think of joining a company. And there are many job portals like Naukri and all, LinkedIn, wherein you can jobs.
We run a course at our paper graduate. It is a month-long digital marketing course. That is something you could sign up for. And if you, I will be posting posting the link in the chat. So that is where you can go and check out the course that we offer. Another question. I would like to know which skill set does a beginner just out of college needs to get a job as a digital marketer? Snehal Reddy.
Yeah, so there are different skill sets. We have discussed like there are different skill sets like SEO, search engine optimization. There's also social media marketing. So if you want to have a basic understanding, I think you can start with search engine optimization, where you can understand how the website rankings all actually work. But it's not limited to just one particular field. There is ample of skill sets that you have. There's social media. There's also paid marketing like Google AdWords. So you can see what really interests you, and based on that, accordingly, you can enhance your skill further. Yes, I hope that answers your question.
SA Ravana asks, how is SEM differs from SEO? Aren't they the same?
Yeah, actually, SEM is a paid form of marketing. Okay, so SEM is search engine marketing, wherein you have to use a certain bit of payment to promote your ads. And SEO is search engine optimization. In search engine optimization, you don't really have to pay to appear in search engine results page. Okay, they're different. SEM is paid form of marketing, and SEO is organic form of marketing, wherein you don't have to pay. So that's the basic difference.
So I had a question. If somebody wants to start off with social media, in digital marketing there are places, right? Someone could opt for SEO, someone could take in SEM. Someone wants to start in social media marketing as a freelancer. I mean, he wants to work on his own or she wants to work on her own. What would be your suggestion for them? Considering that they have just passed out of, say, engineering and they don't want to do a coding related job, but they want to do an SEO related, I mean, digital marketing related. What would be your
Yeah, okay.
suggestions for these?
Yeah, I would suggest like take up something like you can always start with freelancing because the more you work on live projects, the better it is for your job profile also because a marketer, people who want to hire you will want to see what are the kind of projects that you have worked on. So you can do freelancing and also work on live projects mostly. I think freelancing is a great option to do that because you'll get to work on a lot of different topics and different clientele. So I would suggest freelancing for someone who has just passed out or even doing a course because many of the courses often allow live projects to be worked on. So this can help you in your resume. So pick up something that will give you a hands-on live experience to work with clients or any course that is offering something like that. And of course, freelancing is a great option.
Would you suggest me? I mean, if I want, would you suggest me picking up some community related projects first, as to do some free work before I get paid to
You
hone
can't
my skill?
seem to hear me properly. Hello?
You can't hear me.
No, I can't hear you
I'm
properly.
saying, say I want to become a freelancer in social media marketing, and I want to approach clients. So, would you suggest me to do some free projects before I do my paid project?
Can you just type out in the comments? I still can't hear you.
Still can't hear me.
No.
Okay, there's another question in the chat. Are there any tools that you would like to suggest to learn before starting a career in digital marketing?
Yeah, so there are many tools actually, and it also depends on the skill sets that you have. So each particular skill set will have different types of tools. For example, in search engine optimization, you can use Webmaster Tools. That's one of the most widely used tool that we have. There are many paid form of marketing. I mean, promoting your thing also like SEM Rush. Then many things like Ahrefs. So there are many tools, yes. And of course, in Google Ads, for paid form of marketing, you can use Google Ads. And there are Bing Ads. Most widely used is Google Ads. And yeah, these are some of the tools that you can use.
Yeah. So any more questions, then please drop it. So, Richa, what I was saying before, now is my voice audible now?
Yeah, now it's audible.
Okay, the question was, say now I did the course and I am totally aware of what's digital marketing and I want to pick up projects in social media marketing only.
Yeah.
How would you suggest me going forward? I don't want to do an internship anyway. I don't want to get a job. I want to try something on my own. You suggest me to pick up some free projects. I mean, do some free projects to build the portfolio, or directly approach paid clients.
I think you can start off to do free projects first if you really want to build your portfolio, because that's what employers normally ask you, what are the kind of projects that you have worked on. But you're saying you want it on your own. Still, I think taking up more number of projects will obviously help you enhance your skills. So you can start off by taking free projects. But yeah, once you are done with taking up free projects and you have the right kind of experience, you can always go for paid and approach the clients directly. That also depends upon the skills and how good you are at it. Hello? Hi, Ashley, are there any more questions?
Yeah, I was just looking at any more questions from you guys. I think that's the end of our session. If you have any more questions, you can Instagram. You can check out on Instagram. I will be answering questions over there. If you still have questions after the session is over. And apart from that, if you still have any questions, still ask. I guess we should wrap it up.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.